Boom City continues their ongoing series, Inside Turntablists, with Spanish DJ Soak. It looks like gear prices might be going up for US customers, and a new way to get your DJ mixes on Spotify and Apple Music might be coming soon. Find out more coming up. Thank you for watching PDot TV, where you'll find tips, tricks, and tutorials for DJs and music performers. Now let's get into the video. If you haven't already checked out Boom City's ongoing series Inside Turntablists and you're a DJ fan, you're definitely missing out. It's been a great series thus far with high production value and some great content and a look into the lives of a lot of European turntablists. And the latest episode features one of the best from Spain, DJ Soak. Soak definitely holds his own as a turntablist, winning championships with ITF, DMC, and IDA. And in this episode, he discusses his beginnings as a turntablist to winning championships and then his transition into production. It's a great look at his skills and where he's been, and gives some insight into his process, not only as a turntablist, but a producer as well. So if you haven't checked it out already, definitely check out DJ Soak's episode of Inside Turntablists. Well, it looks like the world of international economic politics between the US and China might have an effect on DJ consumers in the near future. Currently, the US has a 10% tariff on goods shipped from China, and because of certain trade negotiations and little beefs going back and forth, that looks like it's going to jump from 10% up to 25%. So we're talking about a huge jump in prices for anybody trying to buy DJ gear that's manufactured in China. And that's a lot of the DJ gear out there. DJ Tech Tools did a really nice write-up that shows the price comparisons between the current prices and the upcoming prices with the additional tariffs. So if you're interested in learning more, definitely check out their article. And if you've been in the market for some new DJ gear, now might be the time to get it before the prices jump even higher. It looks like there's going to be a new way for DJs to get their mixes on Spotify and Apple Music coming soon. The co-founder of Crates.co has just launched a new company called Proton, which will allow DJs to get their mixes on both Spotify and Apple Music, which will not only allow each of the artists for the songs in the mix to get paid their normal royalties through Spotify and Apple Music, but for the first time ever, the DJs that are making the mixes will get a cut as well, which is mind-blowing and something that's been missing in the streaming game. There has been other services such as Mixbank that have allowed DJs to have their mixes on Apple Music, but only the artists of the songs in the mixes have been getting royalties. Where Proton is different, is now going to allow in the near future not only the artists but the DJs to get a 10% cut of the royalties, which can provide DJs with another stream of income, not only just playing shows, but posting mixes on the service, getting them on these streaming platforms, and making a little bit of revenue that way, which is awesome. With this news, Proton has broken it down into two phases. The first phase will allow DJs to mix music from just one record label at a time. So if you're mixing music from, say, something like Universal compared to something like Capitol, you're not going to be able to mix those two record labels, but you'd have to have music all from one label that has all their music licensed accordingly. Now, later on in phase 2, they will allow for mixes from multiple different record labels to mix together, much like most open format or most DJs in general actually mix. Now, I understand the need to roll this out in phases, where phase 1 makes it a lot easier for not only the artist to get paid, but the DJ to get paid, and all the royalties and all that, the numbers behind the scenes and all the money to get shared accordingly. Much easier than it is to go across different labels and having to deal with more people. And I applaud Proton's approach to this, and moving on to getting to that point where DJs can mix the way they normally mix. And not only that, but again, I can't stress this enough, getting the DJs paid for their work putting these mixes together as well. Now, this isn't a knock on any of the other services that are out, such as Mixbank, which is already in place, and you can actually sign up for Mixbank, where you can get your remixes and DJ mixes out there on these streaming platforms. But like I mentioned earlier, it only allows for the revenue sharing for the actual artist and not the DJ. Now, Proton has started phase 1 in allowing DJs to mix music from one particular record label, and there's some examples of this already up with a ton of hits. So if they can roll this out completely and have it open to all DJs in the near future, this can be pretty game-changing for DJs that already post their mixes online and have a good following. If you are a DJ that posts tons of mixes online, be sure to not only check out Proton, but Mixbank as well. Getting your mixes on something like Mixcloud is one thing, but getting them on to major streaming platforms such as Spotify and Apple Music can be game-changing, not only as a revenue point of view, but just getting your music out there to a wider audience. I, for one, have already signed up for Mixbank, and as soon as Proton signups open up for everybody, you can best believe that I'll be jumping on that as well. So that's the news for this week. So question of the day, where do you post your mixes online? Go and leave that down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And as always, if you found this video useful, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click right here to subscribe to this channel. Or if you'd like to watch more content, go ahead and click on that video right there. And thank you for watching PDot TV, where you'll find tips, tricks, and tutorials for DJs and music performers. See you next time.